We got to Brands Hatch. It was really sharp and cold on yesterday morning, but the sun was out. We haven't had rain for over 24 hours, so you would imagine the track conditions would be perfectly dry. Well, they should have been, but on Thursday evening, the track repairers, I don't know who they are, but they decided to clean some debris off the race surface, power washers, and wet the whole track around Sheen Curve and Stirling, which is the blind right-hander into the heavily banked left that leads to the last turn. So we went out on track expecting it to be fully dry to arrive on fully wet conditions. Just the track just didn't dry with it being so cold. So that was a surprise. As the session went on, the track did actually dry out a little, and we could safely make it through with fairly aggressive riding. And I managed to be 7th in the times. And then the yesterday afternoon session, I ended up 5th, and the track was, by that point in the afternoon, had completely dried, so we were able to go at full racing speed. And yeah, I was fairly happy with the setup of the bike. It's never fixed. You never go out on a track and just think, yeah, the bike's good, we'll just leave it alone. There's always little things we'll adjust and change and try and maximise the potential with the conditions that we have. So yeah, we're able to make the bike a little better. Category. We all run early. P3 was kind of dry-ish, but raining slightly. So there wasn't really anything to gain or learn apart from maybe how quickly we could repair a damaged bike if we went out. So we chose to sit that session out.
So it's free practice 3, and there's 10 minutes of track time, but it's just started raining, so we're not going out.
Immediately after that is qualifying as well, so even a small slip off could really have a lot of bad effects to your qualifying chances.
Like, it's still a bit wet, but you can't really see because of the sun. I think it's a little bit dark.
Now 23.6, that's all right.
It's the last race of the year. Everyone wants to try and finish on a high, regardless of how the year's gone for us. We still have a job to do. There's 3 races this weekend where I want to try and create the best results possible for me, myself, but also the team and all the supporters and people involved. So yeah, really couldn't, apart from 2 places better, couldn't do more. So yeah, really happy with the final qualifying of this year. And yeah, now we've just got to see how the bike performs over the race distance. Unfortunately, the last few rounds we've had some good pace throughout qualifying, different times, but haven't been able to convert that into a race result for the podium. So hopefully this weekend where things change a bit and we can put it together for a race result. This is the Rider Chat Show where Pete and I give you a bit of a rundown of how track conditions are, how we feel on the bike, what changes we've been making. So fingers crossed it works well in the race and we can put a really good job together. Obviously starting off the front row is and finishing third in the qualifying is a good step and makes a big difference to how the race can go. But that's just one lap in qualifying. We've got, I think, 20 laps, is it, Pete? So we've got 20 laps to do next. So yeah, hopefully the bike is nice and consistent throughout the race and I can keep pushing all the way through and try and fight for hopefully a first podium of the year. Who knows?
I thought, well, if he falls off, I'll just let go of the brake instead. I thought I'd let him be the brave one out. So yeah, we got out at the front of the session and I just kind of shadowed Josh to try and grab a bit of speed. Obviously Josh has been a bit faster than me all year, so just to try and learn a little bit for myself. And yeah, and again, just to how close BSB is, I was 1/10 slower than Josh in that qualifying session. Josh is on the front row, I'm 7th, I'm on row 3. So yeah, 1/10 of a second between us is what separates like probably about 8 riders. So yeah, super close. But for me, great to be on the 3rd row, well inside the top 10 in qualifying. It's something that I actually personally struggle with quite a lot. Anyways, to pull one fast lap out, I can normally do my fastest lap the entire 20-lap race if I want to, but to find that one lap that little bit more is something that I struggle with. And in BSB, with everyone being so close, it's really difficult to, when you start further back, to actually come forward. So qualifying is really important. And we seem to have got the bike in a little bit of a stronger position this weekend. Actually, both of us have been a lot stronger all weekend. I think the cold conditions are helping us a little bit. You'd probably have heard of us complaining about rear tyres a lot and grip quite a lot. Well, when it gets cold, the grip actually comes up, believe it or not. It works the opposite way to what you think. So there's actually a little bit more grip this weekend than normal, which is definitely helping our bike. So fingers crossed we can put on a good show for you guys later and we'll get stuck in at the front.
Ready for some racing this afternoon. So yeah, surprise, eh? So thank you very much for being part of the hospitality experience. Hopefully Pete and I can both put on a good race this afternoon. You can all get behind us and cheer. If you cheer loud enough, we might actually hear you. So that's now your responsibility. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. And yeah, see you later.
See you soon. Cheers, guys.
A nice steady flow, you know.
Thank you very much.
I don't think so. Just to my luck, as soon as, like usual, when things start to go well, we qualify well, the weather turns and throws another challenging curveball towards us. But hey, it's the same for everybody. You know, no excuse. We just got to get out and try and fight for our position. So I'll be doing the best I can. You know, start from the front row is a perfect opportunity to have a good start. But yeah, hopefully my experience can lead us to something good.
For the opening race yesterday, starting off the front row of the grid, it was raining, so we're riding around on full wets, in full wet conditions, and I dropped back quite a way, probably outside the top 10, and then found myself going forward again after the mid-race, and I think I ended up 7th overall, so not a complete disaster.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying, you know, racing in front of the crowd at Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit. You know, yesterday wasn't the most pleasurable riding around in the rain, but today we've got a nearly fully dry track and the sun's out, so it should be fun.
Got a smile on your face, Jack.
Okay, everybody. It's been, isn't it? Breaking into turn one.
We've got 20 laps this afternoon. It's going to be hard going. Looks to be going to stay dry, so we'll have dry conditions to try and do that a little bit better. But yeah, I'd obviously love to try and achieve a podium for the last race of the year. It's been the goal for quite some time now, but haven't really been in a position to take it. The closest we got was Alton Park. I was battling for sort of second place for most of the race and ended up fourth. So yeah, fingers crossed from my side that we'll hopefully get another chance this afternoon to try for that place. But before we finish up, we'll throw it out to you guys. If there's any questions that you have you'd like to ask about that something that's been on your mind for a while, or something that's just popped up now. What's any questions from anybody? Here we go. We've got a couple of questions now. Go ahead. Racing British Superbikes. You'll have to be patient and wait for the press releases and so on like that. Thank you all for coming and being part of the very last FHO chat show that we do, that I do, sorry. And yeah, it's been good. Hopefully we do something good on the track this afternoon you can cheer for, and yeah, we'll hang around for a few minutes for some autographs, signatures and photographs or what you like. Anything else to say?
Absolutely, no. Great, thank you very much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks a lot.
Quite for us at some time.
I don't drink much, I'll get to it. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, it just rounds everything up. Quite sweet, really. Sixth in the final race. So, yeah, I gave everything I had. Felt like, you know, I was in a battle for pretty much most of the race. So that was nice feeling to have to, you know, race with the others and yeah, obviously keep it on two wheels right to the end and keep fighting for positions. I think it was actually. Yeah. I don't know what we did, but I think it was actually a little bit better. Yeah, the grip, like once it started to spin, it was like normal. But there was a few, not a few times, like most laps, if I didn't spin it straight away, like I was wait for the throttle and then go, it would actually drive all right.
Well, at one point,
I would say best team I've ever had.
You know, I'm kind of in a position where I would have wanted more, even in that last race. You know, there was a position or more I probably, you know, would have liked to have got to feel a bit more satisfied. But that feels like the trend and pattern of the year. You know, even when we've had a good weekend, we kind of go away thinking we've missed something little. So yeah, I'm pleased with how we all, you know, worked this year and moved forward. Slightly visible from the outside that we have been making improvements, and we've just kept pushing even when it feels like we're at adversity. So yeah, I'm pleased with my crew and the team and everyone for keeping positive and keeping pushing all the way to the end. And just, yeah, disappointed that we didn't get more out of this season. This is actually my last weekend at FHO BMW.
But there'll be more news to come about the future, and I look forward to talking to you about it then.